When, if ever, have I seen it be successful when an avoidant comes back? A client asked me this yesterday, and I figured that other people might want to hear my thoughts. I am going on my third full year of coaching one-on-one clients. I've worked with hundreds of people, mostly women. I also work with queer clients. But in the time that I've worked with those hundreds of people, I have only seen two successful experiences with a client and their avoidant coming back. Now, I don't follow what happens to everybody after I work with them. I mean, I love it when I hear from my clients, but I just can't, in terms of volume, follow up with everyone. So that's my disclaimer. I obviously have no idea if it worked out long term, but I have seen many dismissive avoidant exes reach back out to my clients. Sure, absolutely, that does happen. And when people ask me, do avoidants come back? If what you want to know is, do they sometimes activate again and regret their decision, or get lonely, get bored, unfortunately, or feel like they are confused and want to kind of keep you on the back burner, yeah, that definitely happens. And those are not the situations where I have seen success. The two situations that have seemed successful are both dismissive avoidants who, one, reached out to my client after full official no contact, and my client did not reach out to them. I have never seen it be successful for my client to prompt a DAX to change by sending them information about attachment styles. I've had clients send their exes YouTube videos and podcasts and my TikTok and highlight, print out documents and highlight them and all kinds of things. Those are not the situations that I've seen be successful. So these avoidants, unprompted of their own volition, reached out to my client, but only after they had done some serious self-work. Now, I think it's important to keep in mind that avoidants of all attachment styles have a really deep shame wound. And that's one of the reasons why it is extremely uncomfortable for them to be introspective. I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying that gives them a free pass and just data over drama. The reason that feels important to say here is because if an avoidant is not willing to look at their shame and what role they had in the relationship and take accountability, it is not going to be successful. So both of these people had done some introspective work and recognized that they had contributed to the downfall of the relationship, and they figured out how and why, and they were working on changing that, and they had a plan for what that would look like going forward. Taking accountability is not just saying I'm sorry. It is saying I'm sorry, but understanding specifically why you're saying you're sorry and understanding the impact that it had on the other person. So it does require a level of empathy, and I do think some DAs struggle with that. I don't know that it's a skill that they cultivated early on. It is completely essential in this process. And so both of these people, not only did they take accountability, etc., what I said earlier, but they didn't beat around the bush. They very quickly precipitated seeing my clients. It wasn't an indirect reach out. You can learn more about that a few videos ago. So it wasn't, hey, what's up? What are you up to? It wasn't, oh, here's this like funny meme from a shared inside joke, whatever, something like that. No, they probably were extremely uncomfortable, but they were initiating seeing each other in person. Lastly, in order for these circumstances to be successful, my client also had to do the work of staying regulated and staying extremely boundaried, because even as dreamy and wonderful and as much of a dopamine high as it is to hear from an ex, and especially when they are saying the things that you've been desperately wanting to hear from them for a long time, the honeymoon phase of that does not last very long, and very quickly the pain of what they experienced in the relationship and the pain of now broken trust from the breakup itself are extremely present and have to be worked through. So it really does have to be a two-way street. Stop there. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts and questions, if you want me to expand on anything.